Prescott to throw it. Flushed out, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
They go again with Rawls. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. Here's Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now, before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished 2nd. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought was going to be the guy. He got hurt early in the year. But they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run it
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Second down, Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. A second down throw for Prescott. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A first down throw for Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point, because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Cowboys now, as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Fresh set of downs here. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Prescott looks to throw on first. Eluding the pressure. Oh, Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And that's caught by Beasley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On second down, Prescott again. He dumps off to Morris. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Prescott yet again. Escaping the pressure right. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. They find some open field here. The 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The play clock's running down. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And out now come the Cowboys. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Prescott on first down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion. Prescott from the gun. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And again, it's Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall S.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls taking it in from 2 yards out. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Cliff Averill. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Prescott now. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. throw on first down with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Block it in motion right. Second and 10 now, Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
A second down throw for Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. That catch good for 5. It's third down. To throw is Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Prescott now on second down, eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Cowboys on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Rawls. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Oh, Wilson going to throw. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Wilson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Back to throw. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman.